Hello guys, what's up? Hope you're having a lovely day, lovely weekend wherever you may be. So yeah, just a quick one, right? I just like to showcase a project I've been working on for a while now. Like it's like my little, my little baby I've been nursing for a while now actually, and it's an open source project. So I've been looking for contributors and people who are also interested in contributing to this kind of project. So the name of the project is Melid. So yeah, simply put, Melid is basically a library that helps you build desktop applications, right? So well, it's built on top of PyQt5 library, which is a framework that is used to build graphical user interface, GUI for short. So yeah, the features I actually had in mind for Melid, which I still have in mind, is I wanted to implement a routing system, a store, state management, typically a store, then auth reload and CSS processing. Okay, so yeah, usually every time I work on a desktop application, right, I always have to re-implement all of these things. Like I always have to do routing, state management, and CSS processing. Although this auth reload part is like the worst part. I always have to just close the window, load it again, close it. Like it's not as smooth. Get so I'm just trying to ease the way desktop applications are being developed in Python. So yeah, this package helps you do that. So to install it, you could just go to the GitHub repo and open this PyPI link. It should show you the option to install. So currently it's on version 1.0.4. Yeah. So I think the version was released recently, just yesterday actually, because yeah, there was an issue, so I had to just fix it ASAP yesterday. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot to be done on the project actually in terms of documentation and the features especially. Okay, so I'll just be showing a quick demo of how you can use the application, like the package itself, right? So yeah, let's just dive right into it. So for me here, I have VS Code opened, and if you can see this clearly, I have Melid installed already. If you don't have it installed, you could just type this pip install Melid. Of course, for me, I'm like it's installed already, so it's not going to redo anything. So yeah, it's quite easy to install. Just this single command, you should be fine with the latest version. Yeah, so to get started with Melid, you basically need to it's quite easy to just boot up the app. To create a basic app in Melid, you just simply put like this from melid.base.app, imports app here, then create an instance of the app like this, then typically mount the app. Mount, then you're done. This is typically a 3-line thing. So if I run this file, I should have a window opened. Yeah, I should have this opened here on full screen. So if I want to change the behavior of how it's mounted on full screen, I could just come here and say show maximized to false. Yeah, so once I do that, I should have a small window. Yeah, so yeah, it's light to set up, like it's just a very minimal code you have to use. So, yeah, so this is just like a basic a basic way you can set up a Melid app. Of course, using the original PyQt library itself, it comes with a lot of issues with setting it up. Like you have to write more code, worry about events and a bunch of other things that could have been left in abstraction, which Melid does for you. Okay, so yeah, the next thing I'll just show you is the routing system. So I will just import, so to create a route, right, I need to import the router and the router view. So the router dot view imports router and router view. Yeah. So what I would do here is I'm going to create a route in this case. But let me call it routes here. Then I would say router view. You can do this in a lot of ways, but this is like the most basic way you could do it. So it's taking a list like this, then it takes in the name of the routes, then let's call this page 1, then the view, call it page 1. Of course, we need to create this page here. So since we'll be creating 2 pages, let me just duplicate this here and just call this page 2 and also this page 2. Okay, so I need to create this page 1 first, then page 2, like this. Okay, yeah. So what I need to do now is to inherit this router in this class here. Okay, then I would call the init method in this case. Then I also need to I would need to just let me put a basic button there from PyQt itself. So the best part of it again is you can actually just use it with any widget in PyQt 5. So you can use it with any widget you want. So in this case, I'll just use a Q push button. Okay, yeah, then I'll just create a button here, call it self.button here like this. Then let me call it go to page 2 like this. Then self.add widgets, then self.button like this. Okay, so I'll just duplicate the same thing for the page 2 and just change the button text. Okay, so I would say go to page 1 because I would want to showcase the obviously I'm trying to show you the routing system, right? So for now, if I just run this, I should have okay, I need to add the route to this page actually. So I would want to do app dot add widgets, then the routes in this case. Okay, all things equal, I think this should work. So I'll try to run this again. We should have a button that says page go to page 2 because the first page in this place is page 1 and the button on page 1 says go to page 2. So let's try that. Okay, page 2 has no object, add widgets. Oh yeah, I need to inherit this. Sorry, I need to inherit this here on page 2. So I'll just clear this out and try to run this again. Yeah, so I have page 2. For now, if I click on it, it doesn't do anything, obviously. So I need to connect the button to an event in this case. So to do that, right, to navigate to page 2, so I need to do self.button.clicked.connect. Then I'll use a lambda function in this case just to make things quick. I don't want to write a function over again. So yeah, I think I could just get away with this. Then I would say self.navigate. So the router component or widget itself comes with this self.navigate function. It takes in a name of the page, like the name we referenced in this case. That's what we are going to use. So I want to navigate to page 2. So I'll just say page 2 in this case. Then I would come and do the same thing for the button here. So I would change this to page 1. So all things equal, right? I should be able to navigate between the 2 pages. Let's try that. So I'm on page 2. If I click this, I should be on page 1 here. So this is page 1. I go back to page 2. I can do that on and on. Yeah. So that's that on the routing side. Then on the CSS side, the CSS aspect of it, which is kind of like my favorite part of the project actually. Yeah, so to create a processor, right? In the future, I think I would find a better way to use the style sheet and the processing. So I would like for it to be embedded with the way this navigates function comes with this router component. So I would like for it to be inside of the of the view itself of this component here. Okay, yeah, so to use the processor we need a style sheet. So I've written one style sheet, just a basic CSS in this case, right? Let me add a margin component, or a margin class rather. So I'd call it M4. So margin 4, like this. Okay, yeah. So in this place here, I would import the CSS processor. In this case, I think it should be in the base dots, yeah, processors, imports processor. Yeah, okay. So I would create an instance of the processor here, call it PSER processor. Then this should take in the style sheets paths, yeah, the paths to the style sheets. So in this case, I have the style sheets in the current directory, so I could just do this style.css. I could do this. Then on my button, I could style it saying self.button.set style sheets, like this, dot set style sheet. Then I could just say pser dot get style. Then I could let me give it a padding of 4, margin of 4, bg red with text of white. Okay, then I would basically copy this again and just change the background color. So I will just change this to blue instead. Okay, yeah, so with this, right, I should have a padding of 4, margin of 4, bg red, and a text of white on this like on this button components. Which other style can I use? Yeah, I think that's just all I have. You can add more style, of course. Then let me see. Yeah, so if you notice, the padding is around there, and the margin rather, it's around the button. And if I go to the next page, I have a blue button. Yeah, this is really nice in my own opinion. Like it's pretty cool, like what you could do with this package. So yeah, that's about it for the styling, the routing, and typically the app setting itself. For me, this is a minimal code. If I would write this in a native like PyQt pattern, it's actually going to be more code than this, especially on the routing side and on the styling. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So in the future, right, I look to update the button components, form inputs, and a lot of other things. So for now, I'm focusing basically on the major features, which is auth reload and state management. So with more hands on the project, obviously we'll be able to get more features done and shipped out as soon as possible. So I'll leave a description, I'll leave a link, sorry, in the description for you guys to view the project. And if you are like looking forward to contributing to the project, obviously you could just check through the repo and just make modifications and just send a pull request. I'll be able to review them and merge. And also you could just reach out to me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my handle in the description also. Yeah, so I look forward to having you guys on board this project, and hopefully we do great things with this. Trust me, man. With this project, it's going to go a long way for desktop application developments with Python. And yeah, I hope to record more videos on this package actually. So yeah, stay tuned guys, and thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, share with other people you know would want to participate in the projects. And you know, if anyone is interested in this channel, be sure to just share also to them, and don't forget to like this video at the end, and you know, just for support and morale. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.